Well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Addy and their grand tale of the rise of AI sounds like a real page-turner, doesn't it? I can already feel my eyes rolling into the next dimension. Now, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's people getting all starry-eyed over machines that can barely tell the difference between a cat and a toaster. But hey, maybe this video will surprise me, or maybe it'll stink worse than my bog after a rainstorm. Who knows? So grab your snacks, or whatever you kids eat these days, and let's dive into this digital circus together. And if you find yourself enjoying my delightful grumbling, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because who wouldn't want to hear more of my croaky wisdom? Let's get this over with.
This AI calorie counter is a big problem. BitePal, an AI-powered food and calorie tracker that also doubles up as a sinister Tamagotchi, where the more you stick to this AI-detected healthy diet, the happier and healthier your virtual pet will be. And so just for this video, I downloaded the app.
So now we're using virtual pets to guilt trip ourselves into eating healthy? What's next? A Tamagotchi that judges your life choices. This is just a recipe for disaster. I can see it now. Oh, you had a donut. Your virtual pet is now crying in the corner. Talk about adding stress to snack time. If I wanted to feel guilty about my food choices, I'd just look in the mirror.
I downloaded the app and decided to test two different, very easy to track foods using this AI detection. The first was a painfully boring 30-gram miso soup packet, which contains 34 calories per 30-gram prepared serving. But despite this, the AI, without any amendments from me, went on to say that this 160 milliliter serving of miso soup was the best part of 4 times the stated calories on the miso soup packet, taking this portion from 34 calories to 120 calories. Clearly, this didn't work, and so the next thing I decided to test was even more simple. A packet of Walker's baked cheese and onion crisps. Now, on the front of the packet, literally front and center, it's very clearly stated that this bag is 22 grams and that it has 96 calories per packet. And when I used BitePal to analyze the nutrition and calories of the crisps, once again with no amendments from me, BitePal claimed that this was a 50-gram serving and was actually 268 calories. And so you know what, I went one further.
So let me get this straight. An AI calorie counter can't even count calories correctly. What a shocker. It's like trusting a raccoon to guard your trash. If it can't get the basics right, why are we even bothering with this tech? I'd rather just stick to my old-fashioned method of counting calories by ignoring them entirely.
Further, I decided to take a picture of the packet of crisps whilst it was still in the packet. And yet, still on 2 occasions, BitePal could not accurately detect the calories or weight of what I had. And I guess you can call me woke, but something about advertising what is essentially a dieting Tamagotchi on an app that allows 13-year-olds to sign up for it just feels a little bit predatory.
Well, we've reached the end of this digital debacle featuring Addy and their grandiose claims about the rise of AI. Spoiler alert. It was about as thrilling as watching paint dry in a swamp. I went into this expecting to be dazzled, but instead, I felt like I was trapped in a reality where we're guilty pleasing ourselves with virtual pets and fancy calculators that can't even get the basics right. What's next? A toaster that critiques your breakfast choices. I must admit, the absurdity was mildly entertaining. Watching them try to convince us that we should care about machines that are barely smarter than a pile of rocks was a bit of a hoot. If only I could find my sense of humor beneath all this eye-rolling. And let's be real, a calorie counter that can't count. That's like hiring a blindfolded raccoon to be your chef. Talk about setting yourself up for failure. But really, if you enjoyed witnessing my grumpy commentary on this overhyped nonsense, then give that like button a solid thump and subscribe for more of my delightful ramblings. Who wouldn't want to hear more of my charming croaks and cynical insights? After all, you wouldn't want your virtual pet to cry, unless it's crying over that calorie counting nonsense. In any case, remember, the only rise I am looking for is the one that happens when I rise from my swampy lair to see if anything's actually improved. Spoiler alert, it probably hasn't. Until next time, keep your expectations low and your snacks handy.